Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Holy crap. Maybe I'll turn that down just a little bit. Hello and good afternoon, everybody. We'll get started here in just a second while I test the stream on my phone. All right, that sounds good. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. We won't have as long to stream today because I've got to go and visit some family later. But we've got the next probably 3.5 hours, maybe slightly more, to dive into the demo and get ready for Digimon Story Time Stranger releasing next month on the Switch and Switch 2. And getting that nice little content update for the other console versions, so they also have the graphical modes that the Switch 2 version's getting. Surf Demon, welcome to the stream. All right, since we don't have a huge amount of time today, we'll quickly go over what's going on. As Sir Demon just said, yeah, Xenoverse 3 gameplay was released today. It was like 2 or 3 hours ago that they released a trailer that was kind of half story and half actual gameplay. And it looks, it looks somewhat still similar to Xenoverse 1 and 2. Some of the combos looked similar, but they added a lot of interesting features. The whole transforming into a known character from the Dragon Ball universe is kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of what Dragon Ball The Breakers did, where you would temporarily transform in that game and gain powers of whatever character you had sort of like equipped their soul or essence to your character. So that looked interesting. We also got a Switch 2 version of Destroy All Humans 1 that released today. It's only $10 if you already own, the Switch version. And I think it's like $30 or $40 if you don't. Though I don't know how the frame rate is with it. The description of the game talked about higher resolution, 4K and all that fun stuff, but it didn't say anything about frame rate, so I wonder if it's still a 30 FPS game or not. I wasn't going to spend the $10 just to find out that little tiny question if I'm not going to do a review of it. All right, let me double check, and I'm pretty sure Atelier Yumiya has once again not been updated yet. So I don't know if they're I don't know how long it's going to take for Koei Tecmo to patch that game to run a little better on the Switch 2, if they're going to. I'm getting a little a little less excited about that, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll just keep it there, and when they patch and fix it, then we'll go into it and see. And it's been a couple weeks now, and there hasn't been a patch, so that's kind of not great. Also, Nathan said, isn't Breaker set in the same universe as Xenoverse? Yes, it is. Because I believe that you can see Kanton City from Xenoverse 2 from the hub in Breakers. Because I remember going into Xenoverse 2 after the update happened to look to see if they had added the Breakers little hub world off outside of the hub of Xenoverse 2. They didn't, but, it is that sort of connected situation. So yeah, that does make sense. Breakers is technically set in the same universe as Xenoverse, or at least Xenoverse 2. But that looked great. Is there anything else crazy that happened? I don't think so. I know that reviews came in for Devil May Cry 5 Switch 2 version, which is apparently amazing. Apparently it's like no problem for 60 FPS, and apparently it has a 120 FPS mode where it can like reach between like 90 to 120 FPS depending on what you're doing. So that's a little insane. There was some YouTube video that was up yesterday that had like an FPS counter of like 108 FPS in it. So that's crazy. Certain even says, speaking of Koei Tecmo, have you seen the price of Blue Reflection Quartet? I haven't seen the price. I saw the new trailer. Wonder if it's on the eShop right now. I saw the new trailer. I have tried to reach out to Koei Tecmo about it. Actually, we'll just type it in. Blue Reflection. I don't love that for when it's going to come out, because that's like, oh, hey, there's, 4 RPGs to play through. Let's see if it's on the eShop yet. Blue Reflection Second Light Quartet. $50. That's not bad at all. For 4 games, that is not bad. And we'll finally be able to play the original game on a handheld. Because the original game, I think, came out on the PS Vita, and that was in that little area when Koei Tecmo was not bringing games over towards the end of the Vita cycle. Yeah, but that's fantastic. And it has a native Switch 2 edition. Or you could buy the ultimate edition of just Second Light for over twice the amount in its not so great optimized state on the Switch. But no, that's fantastic, and it's at the end of July, which is good, because the game we're going to be going into the demo for today is coming out in July as well. Like, is anything else crazy happening in July? Because I know Star Fox and Seiko are coming out in like this week or whatever. Then we move on to July. What am I looking forward to in July? Grand Blue Fantasy is coming out in July. Digimon Story Time Stranger is coming out in July. Fitness Boxing 3 Switch 2 edition is coming out in July. Purchased? What do you mean purchased? I didn't purchase this upgrade. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Splatoon Raiders, that's cool. I don't know. Splatoon Raiders will probably be a situational thing if I'm not working on anything else. And there's Blue Reflection. Or the Switch 1 edition. Does it say anything about the Switch 2 version? No, it does not. Okay, well, whatever. And that's it. And then, August is Life of P, Madden, Metal Gear Solid, and Elden Ring. So, that's crazy. But anyways, yeah, that's a really nice price. I had not seen what the price was. I did watch the trailer that they released, I think it was a couple days ago, but I had not seen the price of it. But yeah, for a collection of RPGs, that is really nice. And so Surf Demons is July 30th. It's also when the 2 starter decks for the Pal World TCG release. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, let's see if there's anything else going on. So as far as what's going on the channel right now, we just posted reviews for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Those are doing well so far. Rise of the Tomb Raider didn't have a super strong launch yesterday on the channel, but it's doing a lot better today, and it's right up where our stuff normally is. I am currently working on Dispatch. I know people are still, going crazy on ad hoc for the censorship, but, the censorship options we have now kind of make sense. I mean, they kind of do. Like, the censorship you can enable right now, you can do their full censorship where they did weird things like covering up middle fingers and whatnot. But the partial censorship is, it just covers up genitalia. And once I started the game, I was like, just to show something incredibly inappropriate on here. Yeah, so like when I started Dispatch, where's the intro of the game? Yeah, when I started Dispatch and this scene came up, I'm like, you know what? I'm not upset that this is censored. I'm not upset at all that this is censored. I do not need that just hanging out in the first 5 minutes of a really pretty looking narrative game. But the game itself is pretty good. At least so far. I'm in like chapter 5 of 8. So that's probably going to be our next review. And then after that, it's probably just Star Fox, Seiko, and then Digimon. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that's going on the channel right now. Nothing of note has gotten like any really big patches or updates that I have noticed, or at least stuff that I've got installed. The big thing I'm just waiting for now is for Gust and Koei Tecmo to fix the Switch 2 edition of Atelier Yumiya to at least play well at 30 FPS at the very least. And I am going to email Aspire later today because of Rise of the Tomb Raider's input lag with the right analog stick. Because I noticed that the input lag for the right analog stick in Rise of the Tomb Raider on Switch 2 is the exact same amount as the 30 FPS Switch 1 version of Tomb Raider 2013. So I'm thinking like, okay, well the Switch 2 edition is at 60 FPS and it didn't have these problems. So if Aspire added a graphical or performance mode to Rise of the Tomb Raider to unlock the frame rate, it might fix that problem too. So I'm going to send them an email sometime today to talk to them about that. I mean, not that they're going to respond to me, but I figured might as well send it anyways. But anyways, today we're going to dive into the demo of Digimon Story Time Stranger. Thankfully, the Switch and Switch 2 demo will carry progress over to the full game when it releases in just a couple weeks, I think. Koei Tecmo, or Namco, July 10th. Yeah, July 10th. That is in about 2.5 weeks. Namco Bandai has not started sending out review codes for it yet, so hopefully they'll do that soon so we can get a review up at release or a little bit before like we did with Tales of Arise, but we'll just have to see how that goes. But anyways, let's just go into Digimon mode and enjoy this demo, because I have also been doing what I always do getting ready for a Digimon release, is going back and rewatching the old anime, even though Hulu does not have the Japanese subtitled version of the original Digimon Adventure, which I eventually want to be able to watch because I have massive nostalgia for the dub, but man, that dub is really bad. Like it was like the amount of filtering that they did with that, and just how some of the voice acting is just horrifically bad. Enjoyable because I have nostalgia for it. I'd say the only really, really great thing about the dub was what was his name? Richard something. Richard Epcar, I think, or Epcar, whatever, that played Myotismon in the original Adventure dub. That was really he did really well with that role. But anyways, let's see how our audio levels look for the game versus that, and we'll get started on this demo. I think that audio level is fine. So let's go ahead and dive in. I did dive into this for a little bit when the demo first launched, but I figured, you know what? Let's just dive into it today. Now I am using the, where is it? Game settings, graphics mode. I am using performance mode because I want, we want 60 FPS out of this game, right? We don't want to play it at 30 FPS when 60 FPS is available. Looks like everything from the stream is working well, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop out the chat and we'll get started. Because I held off on playing this game on other platforms. I don't know if I'm gonna do that for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 though. I really, really loved Xenoverse 2. Unless they announce a Switch 2 version before it comes out on a PS5, I might end up doing PS5 or PC for that, because I love me some Xenoverse 2, and we're still impatiently waiting for that final DLC to drop sometime this summer. But anyways, so we're going in. I have graphics mode set to performance mode. And it still looks pretty good. That's pretty much the only thing I've modified here. And you know what? We're not going to continue my stuff. We'll just start a new. We'll just start completely new. We got Mega Plus is not available yet. The I hope you hate yourself and your life, so you'll throw your controller at the wall difficulty. We'll just do balanced. Balance is fine. We don't need to do easy mode, or at least not yet. I don't recall the Cyber Sleuth games being particularly hard as nails. Let's just get started and we'll just enjoy the demo, or at least for the next three and a half hours. Oh, child of fate, bound to the endless cycle of death. Excuse me, I was reading that! All right, choose a figure. We can go choose male or female. Sir Demon, have you seen the price of the Steam machine? It's pretty, oh yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely bonkers. I watched Digital Foundry's review on that Rich did, and I looked at a few other places. We'll go ahead and do the, oh man, the female character looks really good too.
Be careful.
Great.
Man, the female character looks really good. Screw it, we're gonna use the female character.
Preparations complete.
But with the Steam machine, yeah, like, my big question would just basically be, because, like, it's, from what I have heard, you know, performance-wise, it's right along the lines of like a PS5. So, like, from a console perspective, paying $1,000 to play Steam games on TV
A story about the natural
is crazy. Well, actually, more than $1,000 if you want a controller with it. The fact that it's like $100 more to have a controller with it is insane. But my big question would be, because they didn't really go into this, because Digital Foundry doesn't do anything with it, because all of their PC content is like, it doesn't accommodate for casual PC players. It only accommodates for the I want to build my own PC with thousands of dollars PC players. See, you know, my main, you know, if I was interested in doing that, which obviously I'm not, because I have the Steam Deck, I have Legion Go. You know, I have that for PC games. But if I was interested in that, I would probably want to say, okay, it's over $1,000. How does this stack up to the $1,000 gaming PCs you can buy at a store? Or, you know, spending $1,000 on building a PC. Is this a good... You know, is this good for $1,000 from just a PC perspective? Even though that's probably not what they're trying to market it to. They're probably trying to market it to console players. And unfortunately, they had to launch it at $1,000. Lingering Will says, I don't get the audience for the Steam machine. Yeah, because that's kind of like what I was getting at too. Because, like, the Steam machine is kind of like, okay, how is it compared to, you know, pre-made gaming PCs around the same price range? But at the same time, PC players aren't really looking for a console.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've been overdoing it.
It's like the Steam Deck, where, you know, the primary audience of the Steam Deck are console players. Are people that, you know, because that's what always gets me crazy about all of these Steam Deck videos that spend like 20 minutes diving into settings, modifying files, installing mods over the course of an hour. I'm like, most Steam Deck users aren't gonna want to do that. It's situated and built like a console. That's why all of my Steam Deck videos are short. It's like We're not going to spend, you know, an hour tweaking this setting, that setting, doing all of this crap. We're just going to boot the game up, and if, you know, if a mod is, you know, pretty easy to install, sure. But, you know, that's not the market.
Ironic, really. A secret organization.
Oh, interesting. So the, I remember starting this as a male the other day, and it had the female as the little, operator. That's cool. But yeah, I feel like the Steam Machine is really a device that console players would want to buy, but then it's got the price range of, you know, PC players. Now, granted, it probably would have been cheaper had the whole parts price surge not happened in recent years. Because, I mean, that's why people are looking at the Switch 2 a little differently right now. Because Switch 2 launched, what, a year ago? And everybody was like, wow, that's so expensive. And now it's one of the cheapest current consoles. Because everything else jacked up in price, and Nintendo only increased the price by $50.
I'll send the coordinates to your Digivice. Check your map and approach the target location.
Surf Demon says, I was planning on getting the Steam Machine so I could play PC games and emulate on my TV, but now maybe when it goes on sale. Yeah, I would say a sale would probably be a good idea. Because $1,000 is a lot. Now, I mean, granted, like, the performance is apparently really good, which is great. But that's kind of like, a lot of console players aren't going to want to drop $1,000 on a new gaming device. And if the Steam Machine doesn't sell very well, which, let's be honest, it probably won't. The Steam Deck is a success, but, you know, compared to consoles like the Switch 2 or anything else, you know, its sales aren't really that high. Because that was the big thing with the whole Steam Deck versus Switch 2 debate that a lot of people brought up, and they was like, oh yeah, the Switch 2 outsold the Steam Deck in like 2 weeks. All right. The 60 FPS here feels really great. And we have actual camera movement in this game. I'm glad we do that, because I'm pretty sure you did not have camera movement in Cyber Sleuth and, you know, Cyber Sleuth 2. No one's allowed through right now. Fine. Be that way. I'm going to walk around with my, you know, only wearing leggings on one of my legs character. Stylish. All right, let's go. What's over here? Sardina said getting video stutters on the stream. That's weird, because I feel like I saw that earlier as well. According to OBS, everything looks fine. Let me try pulling it up on my phone and see if I see the stutters there as well. My internet's fine. Let's rewind the stream a little bit. No, I'm seeing this. Oh no, I'm seeing the video stutters on the on that as well. Give me a second. I will try to I'll try to reset my OBS and see if that fixes the problem. Let's move the camera around so we can test the stutters. The weird thing is OBS wasn't giving me any issues. It said we hadn't dropped any frames or anything like that, but I clearly saw the jumping around. No, I said no, the stutters are still happening on my phone. That's weird. Let me check my internet real quick. All right, download speed is same as it normally is. A bit over 400. And upload speed is still over 200. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to restart my computer. I will be right back. All right. I am back. I'm pulling the things up on my phone to double check and see how things are going. All right, we're just gonna spin around, move around just for a second, and see if it improves at all. Okay, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. And Nero, welcome to the stream. We did talk about the Steam machine earlier. All right, I'm gonna move around this area just for a moment more. The stream looks a lot better than it was, at least on my phone. Okay. That is a lot better. So just let me know if problems happen again and we'll figure things out. I'm going to open Chrome back up on my computer so I can pull the chat back up. Pop out chat. And there we go. All right, Draco, welcome to the stream. Solid Python, welcome to the stream. But Nero, earlier we talked about the Steam machine. We were kind of like going back and forth on like, okay, because my big question is like, because Digital Foundry never really goes into this. Digital Foundry is based on, like, oh, hey, build your PCs, etc. So, like my question was like, okay, Steam machine is obscenely expensive for console standards. It's over $1,000 and over $1,400 for the top of the line one with a controller. We don't need tutorials. We can look at other stuff. System will go ahead and save. But I was thinking like, okay, well, how does the Steam machine stack up to pre-made PCs that you could buy for similar amounts of money? I'm assuming that it's probably a little bit better than them. But we are also just, thinking like, who is this made for? All right, let's just follow our marker. Because like we're thinking like, okay, the Steam machine's probably, marketed towards console players. And console players aren't going to want to drop over $1,000 for to be able to play PC games on TV. So, the price point is a little weird because, like, obviously, if the price increases hadn't happened, the Steam machine might be $800, and people might be more willing to buy that for $800 instead of $1,000. Still expensive, but it is basically a PS5 level PC you plug into your TV, which does have a lot of use. Because people are like, oh, I can buy a PS5 and play all these games for a lot less money. Like, yeah, but can you play the thousands upon thousands of old PC games you might want to play? Can you play Fallout 3 and New Vegas on it? Can you play, Stronghold on it? Can you play, World of Warcraft on it? Can you play some of this older stuff? Like because there is that sort of charm to PCs. That's why the Steam Deck was such a big deal, because you could play handheld games on the go. You can play handheld older games on the go. that you couldn't play on other handhelds. And now, you know, you're like, oh yeah, hey, we have Forza Horizon 6 on the go. You know, we got, you know, PC versions of stuff like Alice Madness Returns, Atomic Heart, BioShock series.
I see you've reached the specified coordinates. Give me a sit rep.
Well, sort of Destiny 2, etc.
You can really feel the fear and anger of the crowd. Our studies indicate an odd correlation.
And Solid Python's talking about the Sega birthday stream is going to start, meaning we should get Frontiers for Switch 2 Shadow dropping in the next hour. Yeah, the version that we all know about already.
Though we aren't sure why, almost all those precedents were accompanied by complete societal collapse. Be it from an
Draco says the closest PC I've gotten is ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. I'm not sure if the Steam Machine would be for me or not. Well, I mean, it's like, it's expensive, but it's, you know, it's basically a console that you plug into your TV to be able to play Steam games. So, you know, that's kind of what it is. Now, granted, it probably is better performance-wise than pre-built gaming PCs that you can buy at like Walmart or Best Buy or some other store. It probably is better than those PCs. And probably cheaper than those PCs. So, you know, from a PC perspective, that might be a good deal. But I mean, you know, it's marketed as a console. And for a console, you know, you check out a console for $1,000. People are like, what the heck, man? You're obviously hiding something, says the protester. The visual style is interesting here because you can see the character has cell shading, but the rest of the characters don't. Wonder if they did that on purpose to get this version at 60 FPS on Switch 2. Maybe. But Surf Demon says the Steam Machine was made for PC beginners and console players, but now it's mostly for no one. Yeah, the price point is crazy, especially the base unit doesn't have a controller with it, or you can pay like $100 more to get a controller with it. That's a little crazy. That's like the, oh, what system was it? I think it might have been the new 3DS or the new 2DS. I remember one of the DS upgrade consoles didn't have a power cable in it. And that was like absurd to me. I'm like, what do you mean? And it's like smartphones nowadays. Like newer smartphones will come with a USB cable for charging, but it won't. But most of them don't include the wall plug-in for the charging. So you can either plug it into your computer or something, or you have to buy a plug-in. And, you know, those are little things that are like, that is so insane. That is like not including the bare minimum you need to use this device.
Check again to see if there isn't some way to get beyond that wall.
But Dragobut's saying the only reason I wanted a PC is because of a lot of hidden gems that are on consoles that I wanted to get. Yeah, and that's great. You know, stuff like, you know, like I said, like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 are kind of like what I used to default to. I used to default to also saying Fallout 4, but I mean, that's, from a handheld perspective, there's a pretty good Fallout 4 port on Switch 2 now. Yes?
An update. I'm sending you an additional mission. Someone is requesting aid near the target coordinates.
And certainly was saying, I'm pretty sure the other versions of Time Stranger are like that with the visuals.
Normally, I'd assume that to mean they're a member of the organization.
Surf Demon says, I remember hearing that the Dreamcast didn't come with a controller back in the day, but no idea how true that is. That would be... That's absurd. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, hey! First Digimon.
It seems you've discovered some phase electron life forms.
Electron life forms!
Phase electron life forms are
They're called digital monsters.
In the vicinity of anomalies. Adamus has been studying them for years, but the truth of their nature still eludes us.
Said, "Oh yeah, the new 3DS, new 2DS. I wish I would at least gotten a new 2DS before it became ridiculously high price. I only have the old 3DS." Okay, I had most of those models.
Digimon for short.
Well, I had an
We
original
won't send you out
3DS for a
defenseless.
while,
I'll transmit some firepower
and
to you.
honestly, I kind of liked the original 2DS. The weird no hinge style that you held like a tablet. It was super weird. Wait a minute, are we choosing our starters? Of course, it's the 3 that are on the key art. Was Gomamon on the key art? Oh yeah, there he is. You can see his little face there on the side. Okay. That's an interesting selection of starters. What were the starters of Cyber Sleuth? I remember Palmon was one of them. Oh yeah, no, it was Palmon, Terriermon, and Hagurumon. So this has a little more nostalgia here, having... Actually, these are all Gen 1s. 2 of the Digidestin starters, and then Demi Devimon or Pico Devimon. Interesting. What were the Hacker's Memory starters? Betamon, Tentamon, and Gatsumon. Okay. That's interesting. A little more nostalgia thrown in here. That is interesting. Sir Demon says, I went with Demi Devimon on Steam. That is what I'm thinking on too. Because I like these two. Let's go with Demi Devimon. To be a little different. I mean, I would like you to just give me a Palmon so we can get a Lilymon as soon as possible. Because I've always loved her design. That's why she was on the thumbnail for my Cyber Sleuth Switch review for a long time. Alright, let's look at him. Oh, I have to progress further before I can look at him when he's literally right there. Fine, let's go.
Here we go.
Here we go, says the protagonist. Contact with hostile Digimon confirmed. Oh, it's a gun. We're summoning them with a gun. That's fantastic. Alright, damage is calculated based on attribute compatibility. Attack compatibility can be confirmed during the target screen. Okay, that's cool. Analyze! That's pretty good. The visuals look nice here. This is performance mode. There are like some really small jagged edges around the models here, but overall it looks quite good. K-Bell, I've only ever played Mario Nintendo games before, but I'm getting a Switch 2 soon. I already have a PS5. I'm considering Zelda Skyward Sword, Donkey Kong Country, Xenoblade, and Mario Wonder. Those are good. If you like open world games, the Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are really good. All right, let's see what we got here. We've only got Demi Dart so far. I wonder if the dart's gonna look the same. We gotta use Demi Dart so we can see how the what the? Okay. Not exactly a recreation of the old anime animations. Because that's what I really liked a lot about Cyber Sleuth 1 and Hacker's Memories, because like a lot of the signature moves, okay, you can see a little bit more of the visuals there. We go back to that screenshot. When we zoomed in on Demi Devimon, you can see a little bit lower quality of stuff, like the textures on the skull, like, you know, on the skull and the stitches here. But on the normal screen, it looked great. You can see a little bit of jagged edges around here too. It's like how much does it change if we go into graphical mode? Quality mode. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're going to go back to performance mode. I want to go back to the title screen right now. We'll do a little bit more before we do that. Surf Demon says, phone gun. Dracobut says, I love Lilymon and so glad the Bancho Lilymon eventually became part of the roster in the DLC. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I remember seeing her there too. I'll just attack him. Resistive by 50%. What about Demi Darts? Question mark. Go ahead and do it again. Oh, interesting. I'm got Demi Darts healing him is neat. All right, still level 1. Well, level 1's not good enough. Is there an auto battle option here? Let's see this. Okay, let's see what auto battle does. Just regular attacks? Okay. But we got to level 2. Head to the rescue coordinate. Hey, there's a Koromon over there. Shame we can't catch anything yet.
The public often calls them ghosts or monsters, but we've decided to define phase electron life forms as Digimon. The Digivice enables interaction with such beings. A critical function is the Digi-Attack.
The Digi-Attack!
Hit hostile Digimon with a preemptive strike.
Oh, for preemptive strikes, okay.
Go on, give it a try.
So, do they come...
Great.
Oh.
Well
That
done.
is not what I was expecting.
Good, good.
I was expecting it to just start the battle with us in preemptive strike status. That's cool. Take this.
Well done.
Still level 2? You've barely gotten any. So, I bet we get way more experience by actually fighting the battles. SP capsule. Brown texture. Let's take it with us. All right, let's go fight this Gatsuma. Oh, we're still in auto battle. We have to toggle it off. Okay. So how much do we get from that? More than 1? 3. Not that much more then.
Oh,
Surfing says only if you are strong enough it will auto win. Okay. That kind of reminds me.
yikes.
That kind of reminds me of the system from those more recent Kemco RPGs, where if you get into a battle with something that you are significantly higher level than, it automatically ends and just gives you the rewards. All right, let's go fight this Koromon. We'll start catching
Here
stuff.
we go.
I want to go find a Palmon somewhere. Because I've always loved Lilymon's design. And there is like 0 merch in the world based on Lilymon. I remember looking up for a while. I think it was when Cyber Sleuth first came out for the Vita. I was like looking up for, merchandise or like a figure or something I could like have of her like on my, on a display in the, in my little office room.
But there appears to be an obstacle in
And
your
there's
path.
like, I think I only found 2
Your
figures. There was
Digimon
an
should be
expensive
able to remove
figure
it easily.
that was really nice looking. It had a Mimi and Lilymon in it. And the only other one was the crappy, super tiny, like little like 3-inch tall plastic toy from the 90s when Adventure was first airing. That's basically an eBay only thing. Break! Okay, I do like this. Does he stay out? Yeah. I always liked how the Digimon would follow you around in dungeons in Cyber Sleuth. All right, let's go. Oh no, what's that? Wait a minute. That's Dark Metal Greymon that we're now running from. What are you doing? Get out of there. Okay, that's a fun little Easter egg.
Hey, over here!
Oh, hi, let's... Yeah, come on, let's go. You're gonna use Mega Claw? Yeah! Dricobet says, I'm pissed about the lack of Lilymon. I wanted a figure, and the one with Mimi is very expensive. I would have loved a plushie of her. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because it's the only figure that looks good.
Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't get more merch when the reboot came out.
Thank goodness we finally found each other again.
Because, like, even when I look up, like, figures, like, there's a lot of stuff. There's, like, $101 figure on Etsy, which looks really nice. Not what I would call, you know... Do we know each other? Not exactly, you know, super
Enough with the
affordable.
jokes already. Now it's hardly the time, don't you think? Hey, where did he go? Wasn't he with you? Well, maybe he went on ahead. Come on.
But, you know, oh well.
Hurry up to the roof of the government building.
It's fine. Because she wasn't one of, like, the crazy, insane popular stuff.
Seriously, what?
Because she didn't actually do that much in the original adventure.
We have to get to the roof of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building.
Because of the changes they made to the anime.
I'm guessing she's the target for our.
Because I think I remember reading at one point that the I think it was a novel or a manga had Lilymon first show up in Adventure back in before they go back to the real world when they're at the Gekomon Palace. But instead the anime just had Metal Greymon take care of everything, even though it was a Mimi episode. And then Lilymon just showed up when Dark Tyrannomon showed up. And then, you know, she pacified him and then immediately gets cursed by Myotismon and is kind of out of action for the next, like, 2 to 3 episodes. Signs of an anomaly. Let's go ahead and save. System, save. How many save slots do we have in this game? 15. Okay. So I'll be able to make plenty for doing the review when the full game comes out.
It's no use. This door is stuck. But a major conflict is going to break out if we can't get through it soon, right? Isn't there some way to open it?
Devimon, you want to attack that? No? Okay. Fine. I can't leave the one I'm supposed to keep safe. Okay. Bye. Oh. Oh, look! Dark Metal Greymon's still out there. Do we have a... is there a photo mode in this game? I don't think so. Not from here. Actually, no. I think isn't photo mode... Oh, yeah. I think photo mode is coming in that that update in July. Yeah, so photo mode isn't available yet. Okay. It's fine. Let's go. I can probably break through with Digi Attack. I already tried that! Oh, so we had to
Oh, don't scare me like that.
inspect it a couple times before we did that.
Okay? We should be getting close to the government.
All right, well, let's take a look around here. It does feel really nice.
Wow.
With this at 60 FPS. And you can't even see most of the jagged edges in here. Devimon, you stay right there. Okay, so let's look at the difference between the graphical modes. Let's go to graphics mode, quality mode. Let's go ahead and reset. Oh, I'm glad that it auto saves when you do that. Draco says, going back to the original anime, I hated how they treated Lily on making her weak. She was the reason I got more into Digimon. Okay, that's cool. She's got a great design. I always liked her design. She was one of my favorites of the Ultimates. All right, now let's take a look at graphics priority mode, which is 30 FPS. Okay. Now I need Devimon to move so I can zoom in on the front of like his skull and everything. Get over here. Get over here. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Okay. Now let's look at a comparison. Let's go ahead and quick actions. Delete these two. All right, let's take a look at take a look at how the graphics can hold up. All right, so here is performance mode where you can see like a little bit of the you can see a little bit of fade with the stitches on Devimon and the skull on his head. It's a little bit better in graphics mode, but not really that much. Well, I guess that's kind of a clue to the players saying, hey, you're not going to miss out on much if you just play in 60 FPS mode. So let's set it back to performance mode. Reset and we'll continue. Dracobud says, I even say I prefer her over Angelomon, even though I like that design. And certainly not to be that person, but compared to the others, she was weaker. She's only an ultimate level, while the main characters had mega levels, which is a shame. That's true. But she never really got to use too much. She had one of those abilities that seemed like it would be incredibly useful that they didn't ever use again. Because like the whole pacification thing of the virus type sounds like, oh, so she can pacify literally everything that they fight now and never uses it again. Never use it again. Hey, is a Dark Metal Greymon still down here somewhere? No? Okay. But she was kind of like labeled as weaker overall. She was probably, you know, her attacks were probably around the same level as the other Ultimates. Go to Digimon Setup on your Digivice to change attachment skills, okay? Let's see, Setup. Attachment skills, Shadow Fang and Icicle Edge, okay. And HP attachment. All right, cool. And Draco Butta says, I do know Magna Angemon was a beast for an ultimate level. Well, I mean, the original adventure anime completely overhyped the level of power that the Holy Digimon had. Because I mean, when Angemon showed up and did Hand of Faith and it knocked Myotismon back and it caused him to, you know, shiver and recoil, it's like, oh, okay, yeah. I always viewed the Holy Digimon as kind of like, you know, Angemon's a champion level, but he's basically an ultimate because of how strong you know, the holy element was in that original anime. And Nero said, do you guys think the Switch 2 will stay at its current price for a long time? Serve Demon says the Switch 2 price is going up in September, probably talking about the $50 increase. I mean, after that $50 increase, I don't know. It depends on how things go. I imagine it's going to be like that for a while.
Great.
But I can understand probably a lot of people are thinking about, should I buy this stuff now? Or is it going to be worse later on? Oh, we haven't gotten to do any combat lately. Watch Dark Metal Greymon just show up again. And say, oh, you wanted to do combat? How about your how about your rookie level go up against a Dark Ultimate? And there he is! Though I do appreciate him them having Metal Greymon show up so early. It kind of reminds me, not exactly in the same way. Excuse me? Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take care of this ultimate. Just randomly drop Omegamon or Omnimon just right here at the beginning of the game. Like, don't worry, I got this. I sure would hope so. You should be able to sneeze and take care of an ultimate. Yeah, Solo Python says Nintendo will do everything in its power to keep it at that price. Yeah, because I think the general consensus is that Nintendo probably took a loss by only increasing by $50, but they wanted to do that for, you know, for the sake of not, you know, jacking up the price too much. Transcendent Sword? You're just gonna start with Transcendent? I call shenanigans. There's no way Transcendent Sword did that little damage to a virus ultimate. Item, a battle command. Oh, HP capsule. Here you go. Heal up a little bit. Now heal up a little bit. Use, let's see. Performs dark physical attacks at 20 times 2 hits. Or dark physical attack, recover HP. Now we'll just do Shadow Fang. Nightmare!
It is time. Transcendent Sword!
Sure, let's just spam our ultimate over and over. Now we'll use Demi Darts. That barely healed anything.
It is time. Supreme Cannon!
Okay, I do kind of appreciate... That's a little bit better! Oh, and he's turning into blocks while he dies. Thanks, Omnimon. Draco said there are people that went out of their way to beat Chaos Machine Dramon during the demo with the team they got. And there he goes, he's gone. Showed up at the beginning, at the very beginning of the game, just like in the Adventure reboot.
Digimon just now is the largest ever observed.
The largest you've ever observed? Metal Greymon is the largest you've ever observed? Ever?
Yet to come. We have to nip this in the bud. That's our mission.
I mean, okay, Metal Greymon's big, but come on. I will protect the civilians from anomalies.
I'm counting on you, Agent.
Surf Team, the Adventure reboot was awful. The balancing and the pacing was really bad. It was enjoyable. I do like I like the music. I thought the music was pretty good in it. And I liked the new little evolution transformations. But yeah, no, it was not great. I was not a fan of like the ending at all. It was kind of weird for me because I watched like 3/4 of it subtitled when it was first coming out. Then I fell off of it and then finished it after the dub came out. Because it looked really good, but the pacing was all over the place.
It was recently discovered that Digimon had
I mean, you can see what they were doing.
both organic matter and electric signals.
Because I mean, the first couple episodes were just basically a redo of the first movie.
Equivalent of DNA into binary code, which can then be replicated like data. We call this system of creating new Digimon converting. Try using this.
Surf Demon says I gave up after 3 episodes, if I recall. Yeah, that would have been probably like even before all the kids showed up. Because I think the first 2 episodes were the initial arc with Tai and what's his name in Japanese? Koshiro. Dealing with the whole thing where Omnimon shows up with the viruses in cyberspace. All right, well, I have enough Koromon stuff to create Koromon. I'm glad that this feature came back. I really liked this feature of catching that they did in Cyber Sleuth, where you just find them so much that you scan enough to make your own. Look at this little awkward little looking Koromon. Look at that little guy. Look at that little guy. Bubbles! No scan Digimon available. Digivolution. You need to progress further in the story to unlock this. Okay. Level 1. Oh no.
Defeating more of the same type of Digimon will improve its analysis and boost the scan rate required for conversion.
All right, let's see.
Reaches 100%.
Solid Python says Sonic Frontiers is up on the eShop. Is it? Let's look at it real quick. Let's just look at it. That's fun. So is the Sega birthday stream happening like right now? Oh, yep, there it is. Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, only $49. Oh no. I bet they're not doing an upgrade path. There's the original. Nope, they sure aren't. Oh, that's awful. Why would you do that, Sega?
The closer the scan rate is to 200%,
there have been a few games that have done that. Actually, some games that have accidentally done that. Because if you, a couple of weeks ago during the Direct, we had a Switch 2 version of SnowRunner that released. Now, SnowRunner was supposed to have... It was supposed to be a free upgrade for Switch 1 owners, but the upgrade didn't work when it launched. I don't know if they ever fixed it. All right, Corman, what are you doing? No signals detected. Oh, look at him hopping along. I like that a lot.
What happened here?
What happened here? Something destroyed this place.
What the wall was built to hide? Maybe something's
Solar Python says Sega moment. Yeah. I mean, I feel like all of the game. I feel like every game needs to have like an upgrade path. Because I know people complain is like, oh my gosh, the Xenoblade upgrade path. They're overcharging you for all of this stuff that they're giving you. I'm like, it's like, guys, it's $10 if you already own it. It's $10. It's not that much. It's not that bad. Surf Demon, Sega being Sega. What's that? Excuse me? Well, we got a Tentomon here. We got, I do not recognize the big red guy. And we got Gazimon right there. Hi, Gazimon.
It's go time.
Electric Stun Blast. Now, I do appreciate the effort they put in here to have all of these English dub voice lines for these attacks. That's crazy. Bubbles! All right, we're just gonna turn on auto battle and see what happens. Oh, hey, auto battle uses skills. That's awesome. More modern RPGs are doing really well with smarter auto battle systems. How dare you? And we're paralyzed. There we go. I remember when most of the auto battles for most RPGs were just like, you know, you use basic attacks and that's it. Oh, hey, Koromon still got experience even though he fainted. You dead? Nope. He's fine. Let's go to convert. So we got Gatsumon at 50% and Gazimon at 20%.
Here we go.
Kotemon. Okay, I was. Hey, turn auto off. Turn it off. Sorry, I was trying to turn auto off. And we got Punimon. Oh, what does Punimon turn into? I don't remember.
It looks like a Digimon has been just like that. You can understand.
Well, let's make him. It's 100%. It's not 200%, so it's not as good as it could be, but you know, it's fine. So Biden says it's $10 plus it added extra content. That's true. Dragobet says so basically they did the same thing with Sonic X Generations, where the Switch 2 cartridge is a game key card only and no Switch 2 upgrade in case you bought the Switch 1 version. All right, Punimon. Look at that little guy. Hey, Tentomon. Oh, and a lot more showed up. So we also got Toy Agumon here. Yeah, it's still called Toy Agumon. That's good. Let's go and use an item to heal you up.
Are you okay?
Icicle Edge good against any of you? We don't know. He resisted it, but still did a lot of damage. Got him. This is where a lot of the fun's gonna start happening. Ooh, and he's got a debuff. That's nice. Oh, and Demi-Darts is area damage. Nice. That's good. Get him. You guys got this. Dragobot says if you stood still long enough, your Digimon would fully heal your team. Oh, do we have passive healing? Like in the Ace games?
Much appreciated.
Yep, we just stand still long enough. Yep, I'm just gonna walk over here. I'm just gonna walk over here and we're gonna stand still over here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Regeneration mode activated. We fully recovered in 5 seconds. Oh, that's fantastic. That's super handy. Nope. No. We're not ready for that yet. I'm just gonna walk over here. Tentomon. Yeah. We'll fight Tentomon right now. Yep. Let's just turn auto mode on so we can grunt a little bit. So maybe we can get some recruitments done. Dracobot says my only gripe with the game key cards is because how little your memory you have on your Switch 2, plus those micro SD express cards are expensive. Well, it depends on what brand you get, because I haven't found an off-brand that's bad yet. Because I bought the, Whoa, barely. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh!
Are you okay?
This is what we get for focusing on auto battle. Yep, I'm just gonna heal you up again. There we go. We survived. Oh, look how happy Koromon looks. Tentomon's at 100%. That's good.
Wow.
Go away. Go away. I'll walk over here and heal up.
I'm sorry.
9 seconds this time. Okay. Certainly you want to be doing the digi attack to start battles. I did not even think about that.
Everyone.
All right, let's just avoid Mr. Big Guy over here. Just gonna
Wow.
walk over here and
There.
all right, digi battle. Okay, how much did that do? Whoa, okay, that actually did a pretty decent amount at the start. Yay! Okay, that was cute. All right, so we got these guys at 100%.
Yikes.
Whoops! I hit digi attack too late that time. Well, that's not great. Oh, that is. Good. Dragon's weak to ice, just like Pokemon. Or just weak in general. Oh, he's at 100% as well. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to respawn things. I wonder if all the enemies will respawn if we reload the save data. Nope.
Great.
The item pickup did. He did. Some of them did. Either that or we just didn't see them before. Hey, come here.
You got it.
Certainly, you want to be doing the... we already read that. It's time-based for respawns. Okay. Oh, Dracomon's at 200%, so let's go ahead and make one of him. Oh, now I remember what Punimon turns into. Oh my gosh, I really like the little 2D sprites on the side. I don't have access to Digivolution yet.
Great.
Woken Palm 1, that's probably a skill. I like that's a little disc. Now let's make a horrible decision. And see how absurd this guy is.
That one.
At least we smacked him. And it missed! Oh, it's so bad. I knew it was gonna be bad. Infinity.
Please?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh no.
Draco Bud says, I know that SanDiscs are pricier, but I at least know it's official. Most of the off-brand I heard from folks are a scam. I wanted to make sure to be safe. Well, I got the Walmart branded one for I think the 512, and I never had problems with it. All right, anyways, let's just walk past this guy. I knew that was gonna end horribly.
Wow. Yikes.
Oh, hi. All right, get him, auto battle. Since we don't have evolution access yet, we should probably advance the story a little bit more so we can get some more of these rookie guys.
Great.
All right, let's head back here, see if there's anything in here. Oh, hey, there is a dash here.
Great.
SP capsule, that's useful. Served even for the Switch 2, you have to make sure it says Express on it. That is true. You don't want to witness all this fighting. Why? It might be fun. Oh, that's right. I forgot that I was escorting this girl I'm supposed to be protected. Or supposed to be protecting. Yeah, we're just walking into this building. It's like, okay, we want to sneak past all these guys. It's grinding time! Alright, I'll wait until you're healed.
Everyone.
It's fine. Anybody else? 200%, right? Nope. I have... Let's go ahead and make it a Tentomon. I know it'd be stronger, 200%, but let's go ahead and make it. So our core team will be a little bit better. We have to go to the south wing to get to the roof. Okay. Draco says there are people that grinded with their Ricky Ticketmon to take out Chaos Dramon. Let that say. Well, of course. I mean, of course, people are going to do that with this being a demo. What we got here? Smack him! Yeah, you smacked him. You smacked him real good. Okay, cool. If you give people access to that, they're gonna grind like that. I mean, that's what you know. There's gonna be a bunch of people doing that for Pokemon Infinite Fusion Hoenn, because you can probably grind to 100 in that game easily. But by the time Part 2 comes out, and you can do gyms like 4 through 6, you know, you're gonna be way overpowered. That's why I'm not really doing anything with the game until Part 2 comes out, because we went through Part 1. I had a lot of fun, but I'm like, all right, when Part 2 comes out, then we'll dive back into the game and do the next bit. Surfing says, I got the SanDisk Micro SD Express Card 512, and it was 100 annoying. Yep, it was expensive. Because I think now I have, which one do I have? It's either the Lexar or the SanDisk now. Because I wanted to buy a 1 terabyte card. Probably my Amazon orders. I have the Lexar one. Which I don't remember being $350. That's how much it is right now. I'm pretty sure I bought it on a sale, because there's no way I would have spent that much money on an SD card. Holy crap. It must have been on a sale or something when I bought that.
Your Digivice also has an analyze function. It instantly scans your surroundings and marks anything suspicious. The Digimon in your Digivice help with this. Their sense of sight and smell helps pinpoint places.
Super Mario Sonic Frontier Switch 2 is out now. Am I going to showcase it like on stream today? No, because we're playing this demo today. I know that it came out because we also got a Switch 2 version of Destroy All Humans today. Like, I might review it at some point, but we're not doing it today because I'm kind of like strapped for time today.
There.
You can use Digi Attack.
Do it.
Of everything we had, Pootiemon was like, I got this. Let me blast this wall open. Nero, it feels like we're back in the time with the Sony memory sticks. Oh yeah, with the Vita memory cards at least. I don't remember the Pro Duos being that expensive for the PSP, but the Vita ones were. And you couldn't even get the highest storage one for the Vita outside of importing from Japan. And Super Mario, how was the demo? Am I gonna pick it up? Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna pick it up. The performance mode runs great and doesn't look that much lower quality than quality mode and runs at 60 FPS. I'm super happy about it. So I've been a Digimon fan since, well, the 90s, when the original adventure was airing on TV. Oh, there's a skull here. We're gonna get Skull Greymon too. Nope. Well, she's dead. Vaporized by a Hyper Beam. Oh, she's not dead. Miraculously. And Super Mario WZ, does progress carry over from the demo? Yes, it does. The demo progress does carry over to the full game, and Dracobo was talking about the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy is going to take out the majority of that memory. Well, right now, let me see what Rebirth is right now. Because I think Remake was like 90. No. Yeah, 90, 91, and Revelation's probably going to be 90. So it's probably be like 250, 300 gigs for the whole trilogy. But those are also huge games. Need to find a way to the other side. Tentomon, carry me to the other side. You got this. There is a treasure chest nearby. Thank you. I was looking more for story progression, but okay. Oh, hey, there's a Biomon over there. What is even happening right now? Oh, I love that.
Do it.
Get him. What is even happening right now? I love that. I love that energy. Now, let's get this treasure chest.
Wow.
Monza, the demo's great. I love it. I want to buy it, but there's so many great games coming out. Oh, yeah, there's so many great games coming out right now.
There. Do it.
Freedom!
What? What in the world is going on?
That is not the voice I expected out of Biomon. That is not what I expected at all. Wow. Holy crap. Sardine, I love that how they show that Digimon are actually scary monsters. Yeah, because they are.
I don't know. All of a sudden, this rubble came raining down.
He's just a silly boy.
Back to my friends.
Can you fly to the other side? You want to go with me?
Get out of here? How? But you did clear away that rubble for me, so maybe I should trust you. Okay, I'll go with you.
All right. Can you fly to the other side?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Because you have wings. You're a bird.
How puny my wings are. You did clear away that rubble for me, though.
Serb Demon said everybody
It's
said
just
that
my
about
imagination,
Biomon.
But I feel like I've seen you somewhere before, so I'm thinking you probably aren't a bad person. Okay, fine. I'll give it a try.
You got this. But can you also carry us? Are you gonna come with me? Oh, look, he's coming with us. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love how they all have the little fun animations because Korumon's like jumping around just like just like they did in the old animes. That is one thing that's always been great about the Digimon Story games. There's just so much nostalgia baked into it with them trying to recreate a lot of the animations and stuff from the old stuff. All right, Biomon. You've got this!
From here? You want me to fly to the other side from here?
From here? You're my only hope, Biomon!
What?
Monty says he reminds me of
Sure.
Teddy from Persona 4. He does sound a little
Okay,
bit like
I'll
that.
try, but I'm not guaranteeing we'll make it. Well, grab on. Here goes.
If we die, we die. It'll be fine.
Ah, it's no good.
Uh-oh.
We're going to make an emergency landing.
Oh no! Oh, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I think we ended up further away. Oh, it's okay. I also want to apologize for the Digimon conflict in the human world. Oh, thank you. I wish I could help from here on out, but I'll only be a burden. It would be better if you rest. I rest here. Okay. Well, nope, Biomon didn't get out of here because we haven't seen her in combat. Oh, well, that's okay. Let's go. Is that Starmon? Looks kind of like Starmon. Mr. Meteor Shower. Was this the doing of another Digimon? There is a treasure chest nearby. Yeah, it's right there. Dragobot says those Final Fantasy games at least have the excuse of being game keycards since they are too big to fit in those cartridges. That is true, because a lot of that stuff, after people started complaining about game keycards, came out and said, you know, some of those really big games were like, yeah, there was no way we were going to be able to stream those assets as you play the game for these bigger titles without running it off of the internal memory. What we got over here?
Great.
Gravel data set.
Let me tell you about Digivolution.
Let me tell you about how to
Came up with the basic theory
evolve your
of your
Digimon.
adoptive father.
I always found it interesting that
The founder of Atomus.
Digivolution was
Electron life forms as
a
sentient
dub
cyber
term
beings.
and did not exist in the original, where in the sub all they say is evolve. It's just evolution. Oh, we can evolve you. Let's see, what all can you go into? Obviously, we want Agumon. 280 attack or greater? What is your attack right now? 257? Okay, that's not bad. So you probably just had to grind levels a little bit more to get back to get him. Go for it. Digivolve 2 question mark. We all know it's Agumon. Draco, but somehow Cyberpunk fits into a cartridge with Phantom Liberty in it. I think that's probably also just with the storage space that they managed to do. Because Cyberpunk is only about 64 gigabytes of space on the Switch 2. That's all it is. Because Final Fantasy VII Remake is larger than that. That's like 2/3 the size of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Alright, we got an Agumon. That's great. What about you? What can you go into? Tsunomon or you for 160 max SP or greater. What do you have right now? Let's hold off on that. Let's put you back in the party until we can evolve into the other form. Alright, as Digimon gain experience, they can undergo significant changes to their appearance. Oh, and talking about how you can reverse evolution to eventually get higher stats. How close are you? What do you need for Oh, Devimon's down here. It's not even the first option. 640 SP or greater and 430 speed or greater? Jeez. That's not happening for a while. Hey. Monzi, does Time Trader have Digivolution? Yeah, we just saw a tutorial for that. That has been a thing with the Digimon games for a long time. I don't remember if it was a thing in,
I'm sorry. Everyone.
Oh, and it just said someone's available for evolution. Oh, it's just because he's still ready. No, I don't want to do it yet. Let's find him. Smack him!
That one.
Good job. But yeah, the whole idea of de-digivolving and then re-digivolving has been... How long has that been available? I don't remember if it was in the original Digimon World series. It was in the DS games. Dawn and Dusk. That was the first time that I saw that
Much appreciated.
option.
Everyone.
Smack him!
That one.
Ooh, he's a little stronger. Kind of like a lot stronger. Like a whole lot stronger. Like a whole lot stronger. Okay. Okay.
Please.
Baby breath. Okay, you guys got this. I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys got this covered. Dracobet, I might have to wait on getting the Final Fantasy VII remakes for Switch 2. I got so many Switch games, they're on my backlog anyways. Well, they are big time sinks.
Please.
Get him, Agumon. We almost got him. Got him! Oh, look how happy the Agumon is. He wagged his little tail. That's so fun. Hold on, 160? Was that what I needed? I think that's what I needed. Yep. Cool. We're going to go for the other one. The first one's Tsunomon. Let's see what this one is. That's an interesting evolution spread. Neoromon. Oh, what do you turn into? I don't remember. Oh, right. I don't remember its name. I remember. Yep. I know what this is. Anyways. Moving on. The Doom Age, welcome to the stream. My backlog for JRPGs is insane. Surf Demon said Digimon World 3 technically. Okay, was that the first one that had the de-digivolution, re-digivolution system? Okay, cool. Well, I did not play that game, so that's probably why I didn't know about it. Because I played, actually, I played a little bit of World 2. I didn't play that much of World 2. I played World 2 at a friend's house for like an hour or two. It was just, I got a little bit farther in that game past where you can get the really early Metal Greymon.
Everyone,
Take this!
you got it.
And that was about as far. Oh, Motimon. That's cool. Not that we need Motimon, because he goes into Tentomon, which we already have. But he's 200%.
Much appreciated. Everyone.
I do like this regeneration mode stuff, though. Where you can just stand still after every battle to heal up. That is really nice. Anything else down here? Oh, there is something else down here.
Wow.
Wow! I hope we can customize the character later on. Probably not, but I hope we can. Monzy says, I'm still waiting for Metaphor, and my first Digimon game that I played is the Rumble game for the PS2. Alright, well that's cool. Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't played many Digimon games back in the day when the series was first coming out. Because I was so into it. I loved it so much. That's why I go back and that's why I go back and keep rewatching that awful dub. Though, in my defense, when I started rewatching it, I want to say last week, in preparation for Time Stranger coming out on Switch 2, I did look to see if Hulu had the subtitled version, so I could see the non-edited version. But Hulu only has the dub. Which, I mean, is fine. It's just really cringy with all of the edits that they made, especially in the first couple of arcs.
Why did the two of us may be in over our heads? I'll make an urgent request for reinforcements.
Okay.
The nation's security agencies won't be of much help. That's why we exist.
Yeah, because to be honest, I haven't actually played that many Digimon games overall. I played World 2 for like an hour. Way back in the day. Then I played, I think Dawn is the one that I had, the version that I had for DS. And then, I played, the Vita games. I did end up playing a fair amount of Adventure, the PSP game. We did that on the Let's Play channel I used to do for a while.
Great.
But that never released in English, officially.
That one.
But it was a really good game. But yeah, most of my Digimon games have probably been Dawn and then the Cyber Sleuth games. Because I didn't even play that much of A World Next Order.
I'm sorry.
Take this, you fiend!
That one.
Alright, you guys got this. You don't need my help. You guys got this. Monzy says the ones I completed were Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory on the Vita. Oh my gosh, is that a pixel? Is that a pixel status ailment that turns them into their little pixel form? That is awesome. I love that. And he's dead. Oh yeah. 30%. We got some level ups. All right, so if this is time-based, right? If it's time-based for the respawns, can we hack the time to get instant respawns? No. Okay. All right. It's a little smarter than I thought. It's not one of those games that you can trick by changing the time on your Switch 2's clock in the internal storage. Get him.
Do it!
There are a surprising amount of games that you can do that with. Obviously, the Breath of the Wild games can do that with the amiibo figures. Star Trek Legends Switch version, you can do that with. There are a few games that you can do that with. Where you can just like break the systems of the games. Like I remember we covered something recently that you could break with those systems, right? What game was that? Oh, we're trying to still pay attention to all this. Do we have anybody that can Digivolve? Not yet. What do you need for Digivolution? 240 SPI or higher. That's gonna be a while.
Wow.
Let's see, it wasn't Isekai Villain.
Everyone.
I don't remember what that was. I remember it wasn't too long ago there was a game that you could... Oh, I remember. It was Lover Kiss. Lover Kiss Endless Memories. You could change your date and time to just endlessly farm all of the daily missions in its post-game.
Prepare for the worst, and don't forget about converting.
That makes sense. Draco Bud said that I got the first Digimon World and couldn't figure it out. I played a ton of World 2 Dusk and only rented World 3. Surf Demon says, I say technically for World 3 because as your Digimon gain levels, they unlock Evos, but you can pick which to use. It's a very early version of the concept. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, is this the roof? Ooh, what all we got up there? Is that Pegasusmon? Oh, that's cool. Hold on. Hold on. I want to see like what all was up there. All right, so we got Kawagamon there. There's Kabuterimon. There's Stingmon. There's Pegasusmon for some reason. It's really hard to see because of all the motion that was going on. That's interesting.
Look out! Here comes trouble!
It's Kawagamon!
This hostile is clearly more powerful than the other Digimon.
Now we can use cross arts!
Using the Digivice as a catalyst.
Alright, so let's see. Dracobot says I got Cyber Sleuth Hackers and Hackers America for PS4. And it got Complete Edition for Switch and put like 300 to 400 hours into it. Nice. No, those games were great. I loved the Cyber Sleuth games. And let's say Surf Demon fun fact, Digimon World 3 in the UK was called Digimon World 2003. That's such a weird title.
How well you can all do.
Take this. Take Pepper Breath, you idiot. Cross arts. By consuming a massive amount of energy, the agent can unleash powerful cross arts capable of changing the course of battle.
Ready to launch.
In order to use cross arts, okay. CP increases when you perform actions in battle, such as an attack or a heal. Cross arts.
Launching cross arts.
Go for it. Shoot him with a gun. Pepper breath. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to go back to Cyber Sleuth because I was. What? Did they use pepper breath in Cyber Sleuth, or did they use the original name for it? I think it was called like Pico Fire or something like that. I'll have to look. Maybe like they spoke Pico Fire.
Get ready,
Pepper breath is just annihilating me. Super Shocker! And Demi Dart. Demi Dart did basically nothing.
This Digimon is unlike any we've encountered previously.
He's halfway dead. Don't worry about it.
Our job is to keep civilians safe from.
Can't afford to make mistakes. We're not making mistakes. We're fine. Pepper breath him again. Oh, let's modify speed. Let's see what the normal speed looks like. Okay. Digimon cannot do crap here. Extra strikes. Attacking and using skills against the enemy sometimes results in a... Oh, press A to initiate extra strikes. Oh, good. You got him. Oh, we didn't get any percentage for Quagamon there? That sucks. And he's dead. Good job, guys. Monzi, I think it was Pepper Breath. It probably was. It's been a while since I played it. Oh no, it's a shadow monster. It's Myotismon when he was between being defeated and becoming Venom Myotismon. Hello. Oh, that's the guy that blew a hole in the building. Well, you know, being kidnapped by that's probably better than being, you know, dead. Or not. Rocket Punch! I sure hope nobody was living in that city. Oh, I bet this is where the time part of the title's going to come in. We probably got sent back in time or forward in time or something from that blast that should have disintegrated us.
What is it? I've never seen a Digimon like this before. No, you're wrong. This isn't a Digimon.
Oh, are we in the digital world? That would be awesome.
Huh?
Look how content she is sleeping. Who woke me up? Is it Agumon and Gabumon? Oh no, oh, it's Lunamon!
A human.
This is a human?
Get back, both of you. No ordinary human could reach this place. That means
you must be dangerous. I was in the middle of a big explosion. Listen! Listen!
Some government building exploded? What are you talking about? What do you want? Prepare yourself, egg thief!
I'm not an egg thief!
Calm down, Minerva.
Don't tell them that I have omelets in the morning for breakfast.
This human just looks confused to me.
Man, Lunamon's so cute. I think I used Lunamon for the thumbnail I did for my original Hacker's Memory review for the Vita before the Switch version came out.
Another intruder? You must be this egg thief's accomplice.
Uh-oh.
Minnie!
Minnie, oh, that's cute. They have little nicknames for Minervamon. And he's gone.
Hey, human, is that your friend?
No, I've never seen him in my life. It was there when the building blew up.
Not sure what you're talking about, but you're basically saying it's bad news, right?
Draco Bud says, I have used one of the Lunamon stickers from Digimon World Dusk and stick it to my Switch's OLED dock. Oh, that's fun.
If something happens to that egg, the human world might be affected too.
Okay, is it a special egg?
So frustrating.
This is so frustrating. Please help us. Okay. No signal. All right, we're on our own. Do we have our Digimon? Apparently. No one can Digivolve. We got some. We have any? Yeah, we got these guys at. Sure, let's go make some more. Let them passively gain experience in the background. Golf, anyone know if the Cyber Sleuth games are 60 FPS on Switch 2? They are 60 FPS on the Switch 1. Granted, handheld mode has problems, but yes, they do run at 60 FPS on the Switch 2. I was actually thinking about having Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition be my next Switch versus Switch 2 video to come and have it come out sometime before this game comes out for Switch 2 in a couple weeks. But yes, they do run at 60 FPS on Switch 2. I hope you're comfy running around dungeons in those heels. Oh, that's pretty. Hey there, Shadow Guy. What you doing?
No! Stop it! That egg is very important!
Let's get him! The agent always answers a cry for help! Not today! Uh-oh. No! The egg broke. Ah! Oh no, the egg's still there. The egg! It busted!
The precious egg of the Great Guardian.
One meant to save this world. Egg thief!
Egg thief! Oh, hello.
Seems we have another mess in our hands. A conflict over the natural laws of this world.
Calm boy.
I guess we can't stay entirely.
What a fantastic name. Dracobet says, I heard about Guardian Tales getting a Switch 2 edition in the future, which is good because I'm playing the Switch edition on my Switch 2.
Almeros.
And was wondering if there was any improvement. Okay, that's cool. The more upgrades, the better. I'm just, we just need more upgrades that are more than just, visuals getting better. Because that's what SnowRunner is. SnowRunner on Switch 2 is the Switch 2 edition is like, it looks a lot better. Like, the visuals do look so much better. But it's still 30 FPS. Zero signal. Which means you're probably in the past. Actually, all that stuff looks fairly similar to the tech from the beginning. Investigate the park you suddenly appeared in. Oh, this. Okay. This camera angle is kind of like reminds me of you know, the Cyber Sleuth games. There's a treasure chest nearby, really? Well, where is it? Oh, is this over here? Yep.
Great.
Oh. Go on from here. It's locked. Because the whole 30 FPS thing is why I was surprised about, you know, because obviously Atelier Yumiya's Switch 2 edition came out and it doesn't run very well. Switch 1 version runs better.
My daughter might
But
still be in there.
I actually didn't realize that they released the Ryza trilogy on Switch 2 also at 30 FPS. I just assumed it was a 60 FPS trilogy. But I actually looked it up and saw, oh, wait, it's not. All right, new investigators.
Roy and Cherokee.
Have you finished sealing off the area? Begin preparations to breach.
Breach.
I see you're a civilian. This area is now under blockade. Please evacuate immediately.
My daughter
Lingering,
might
how would you
still
compare
be
this to
in there.
Cyber
I
Sleuth
can't
so far? I
just
found
leave.
those to be quite tedious. I don't know. We'll have to see more dungeons.
Don't worry.
Because Cyber Sleuth did have very samey dungeons. I can't lose her too. But it was so much fun. Golf V-Dub, I look forward to seeing your comparison for Cyber Sleuth Switch 1 versus 2. How soon do you think that'll be on your channel? I'll probably make it...
This organization never changes.
Never changes.
Depending on how much time I have tonight. I might make it tonight. So, you know, it'll either be up on Friday or Monday.
Confirm your positions.
Because I'm working on Dispatch right now, but I don't think I can get through the rest of Dispatch tonight. Because after the stream today, I have to go visit with some family for a while. And I still have 3 episodes left of Dispatch to finish my first run. So that comparison video will probably be Friday. As in this Friday. So, you know, after I get back from family stuff tonight, I already have it downloaded on my Switch 2. I'll have to re-download it on my Switch 1 and then do the comparison. So, you know,
Get through. What the hell is happening?
within a week at least. What's with your weird outfit? But this is my uniform. How dare you call it weird?
I mean, what do kids these days call it again? Cosplay? It's a pretty dapper look.
Cosplay? What do you mean? This is perfectly normal
Seen that outfit before
attire.
somewhere. But now is really not the time for...
What's wrong?
Huh? Well, yes.
Dragobot I would kill
something
for a
is the
Switch
matter
2
with
edition of
you.
BioShock with gyro controls and mouse modes added in. That would be really nice.
Inori? Where are you?
Trouble underground! Oh no!
Hey, Inori! Damn it! What the hell is happening? She's down in the underground. That must be why the reception's so bad. I need to find a way down there. Damn it! It's locked! What can I even do?
Why don't you move out of the way? Have our Digimon just blow it open.
There.
Whack!
Whoa! What the heck?
Hey, it's open now.
Are you the one who did that? That's amazing. Would you be willing to come with, please?
Protecting civilians from anomalies is my job. Let's go.
All right.
All right, underground dungeon.
My daughter has to be down here somewhere. I haven't got the faintest idea.
All right, let's go. Find your daughter. What have we got here? The look on her face.
What are you doing down here?
She's clearly sleeping. Monsters! Oh no!
Calm down. Take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
I'm sorry. Well, they say weird things show up down here, so I thought if I caught them on video...
She was trying to film content to upload to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok.
Hey, is that some kind of cosplay? Oh, actually, I feel like I've seen that outfit somewhere before.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Hold on, don't move.
Weird, dangerous things happen down here. I'm gonna go film it so I can become a TikTok famous person.
Oh, that's your name, huh? Pleased to make your acquaintance. Hey, want to be a guest on my channel?
Lingering, well, what series would I want to get Switch 2 editions?
Of yours would get a ton of views. Let's
As much as it doesn't make sense now. I do want Xenoverse 2 to get Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 to get a Switch 2 edition.
By the by. Nice to meet you.
But the first thing that comes to my mind is probably, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about it just now was the Stalker games. The original Stalker trilogy. That would be great to play at 60 FPS.
Must have gotten roped into one of Hiroko's video shoots again. But what was that creature just now? Wait.
But you know, other than that, just
tell
like...
me you know what that thing was? I see.
You know, that was just kind of like...
life form, huh? A Digimon.
Off the top of my head and everything.
Which means it was just like at the time of the accident.
But you know, it also, like, you know, when I say I want these games to get Switch 2 editions, I also mean I want them to, you know, get unlocked frame rate or 60 FPS Switch 2 editions. Oh, the demo's over! It only took us like 2 hours. Man, I thought the demo was supposed to be like 4 hours long. But I know there is a sandbox mode we can dive in after this. Because like a lot of the games that I would like to get Switch 2 editions for are, you know, individual games rather than series. Like Crisis Core, I would like that to get Switch 2 editions. Ys 8, I would like to get a Switch 2 edition to run at 60 FPS. You know, Xenoverse 2 is not a series. Like, what else? I mean, there are some really good Switch ports that I would love to play at 60 FPS on Switch 2. Like Ace Combat 7 would be fantastic to get a Switch 2 edition. Actually, the rest of the Resident Evil games too. I would love to be able to play Resident Evil 0 and 1 Remake at 60 FPS. Even though the rest of the games already do, because of their unlocked frame rates. You can save data from the demo. Your saved data can be imported into the retail version of the game. All right, return to title screen. Let's take a look at this, because apparently the sandbox mode is unlocked once you beat the demo, which we just did. Draco, but yeah, we got a Twitch e-girl here. Surf Demon, the demo ends in such a weird spot. All right, you can now play Central Town Adventure Trial by selecting it from the title screen. Enjoy the unique features offered by the retail version, including collecting, raising, and battling Digimon, as well as exploring the digital world. So let's take a look at this. Aw, that sucks. This mode has no save function and data cannot be imported into the retail version. Well, let's take a look at it anyways. Draco and Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Switch 2 made it get bumped up to 60 FPS. That's true. Which, I mean, it played at 60 FPS anyways in docked mode, you know. Handheld mode is where it, you know, struggled. Let's see, Lingering Will said, I think the East 8 and 9 deserve Switch 2 editions. Those were rough. That's right. And the Switch 2 lets them play at a good 30 FPS, but not 60 yet because it's locked.
We made it! We're actually in the digital world!
Lingering Will, aren't 0 and 1 at 60 FPS already? Resident Evil? No. Resident Evil 0 and 1 on Switch are locked to 30 FPS. And actually, I think that the Resident Evil 1 remake is even 30 FPS still on PS5. Surf Demon says this part is like 10 hours into the game. Oh, this part we're at now? Interesting. Well, there's a big Garurumon there. Do we have anybody in our party? Okay, then. And they can all digivolve, like, right now. That's okay. Yeah, okay. Into literally anything. What is this? What is this nonsense? Let's see what all this stuff is. Okay, what you got here? Okay, so this is like a sandbox mode of you just looking at things that you can't import in yet. All right, what we got here? Okay, Raptor Dramon. Okay, Raptor Dramon. Devimon can go into anything, including actual Devimon. Alright, Devimon looks pretty good. Patamon can go into Angemon or Pegasusmon. Okay, so this is just a thing where you can just play around with the stuff. Man, I thought it was going to be like a little sandbox thing you could do at the level the demo was at. That you could, you know, collect more stuff. Oh, that's Unimon. That's not Pegasusmon. Okay, then. Gomon, you can go into a bunch of crap. Like, what is this? Dragobot says some Switch 1 games with dynamic resolution and untapped FPS are amazing because it has the potential and even 1080p thanks to boost mode. That's true. Oh, Ice Devimon. That's such a weird thing to get from that. Wormon, what can you go into? You can go into Stingmon or whatever this is. We'll see what this is. Dokugumon. Oh, sure. Let's just give us a big furry spider. Everybody knows that Oh, Renamon can digivolve. But why would you want Renamon to digivolve? And we got... Like, why would we want to do that? Renamon's such a great design. People love Renamon. See what this is. Just take a look at some of the other stuff we can get, and then we'll look at. Oh, hey, it's Deputymon. Okay. So let's set up. Get Ice Devimon out of here. Who cares? Put Devimon up there. Renamon and we don't want too much virus. What other vaccines do we have? Can V1 Digivolve? No. You know what? That's fine. Just run around. Oh man, Devimon doesn't float around. That would have been fun. Adriamon looks so weird. You're just a little guy with horns on your head and goat legs. Oh, look at that! The three Punimon on top of each other. This is really cute. Like all these people around here. Zudomon, are you the blacksmith? Oh my gosh, that is such a cute thing to do. Oh, Zudomon's got this big hammer. Why don't we make him the blacksmith of the village? Oh, and there's a Tanamon there. Can we generate anything? Just these three. Terriermon is fun. Okay, well, who else? I see Digitamamon over there. There's a Renamon just hanging out on a box. Oh, look at them. Those are so cute. Man, having photo mode for this is going to be so much fun. Especially in this area. What's going on? More sightings of Titans are being reported. Okay, we got Digitamamon over here. Man, it's fun to just see all of them just kind of like hanging out, doing different things, having different animations. Draco Bud Lilymon is the waitress in this town's bar. I think I remember seeing screenshots of that when this game first came out on other platforms. I think I remember seeing that somewhere and thinking it was just like the cutest thing I'd ever seen. Well, let's explore a little bit more of the town. The big stuffed plushie, that's fun. Man, you know, I wasn't expecting to get to the end of the story part of the demo so soon. I figured that was going to take at least 3 hours to do. Man, Pokemon needs to do something like this in Wind and Waves. Because, you know, a lot of the more recent Pokemon games like Sword and Shield and, you know, Scarlet Violet like have had Pokemon like wandering around outside of just wild areas. But like having a whole town of just like so much stuff going on, like just like, you know, freaking Gazimon just sitting around, all these flying types roaming around in the air, just like this very lively little community, showing them everywhere, kind of just being them. This is just so cute to look at. Proceed this way if you want to see Lord Mirukimon. I think I'm good. I want to explore a little bit more of this first. Just see all the cute stuff going on here. Oh, that's fun. These two hanging out is fun. What do you have to say? Don't bother me. I'm still fuming over losing to the Titans. I do like this. I do like that Mummymon and Arukenimon are hanging out because since they were a pair in the Adventure 2 anime. Who are you? This is no place for strangers. Okay, fine. I'll go this way then. And I'll crawl through here. And you can't stop me. What is this? Let's crawl into the grate. Why not? Monzi, if Digimon can do it, why can't Pokemon? I mean, sure. I mean, it's just a cool little visual and just cute to see so much just interacting in there naturally outside of just being there for wild encounters. Okay, this is the underground where we can do battles and stuff. Well, let's go back for now. I want to explore a little bit more of that little hub town. Draco Bud says, speaking of Pokemon, I'm hoping Winds and Waves will look like it will be on Switch 2. Because even Legend ZA on the Switch 2 looks like it could just be on Switch 1. Probably because it is. Legend ZA doesn't look that different graphically between Switch 1 and Switch 2. The main difference in that game is just that it runs at 60 FPS on Switch 2. ZA, because I think I remember looking at ZA, like there were some, texture stuff that was clearly, higher quality. There were some jagged edges every once in a while on Switch 1 versus Switch 2, but, they don't look that different. Just, this is the Switch 2 version. Oh, wait a minute, do you have some curiosity to sell me? No? Okay. Just regular stuff? What is he making? Oh, he's talking about Zunamon. Got a couple more shops over here. This is where we started. What else is there to explore? So we went in here. That's where the big plushy guy was. There's a ladder over here. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, that's fun. There's a Tanamon over here. I will admit that trying to look around here is a little weird right now with all of these really big, large Digimon in our party running around. Just kind of like, hey guys, could you get out of the way so I can look at stuff? Oh my gosh, that's adorable. An Agumon and Gatomon just sitting and hanging out together. Oh, there's an Andromon. That's cool. It's such a colorful little place. I have noticed some weird little frame rate hiccups when the camera movement goes into effect for that, the ladder sequence. It didn't really happen there, though. See what'll happen here. No, that seemed fine. Let's take a look. Are there any other place we haven't gone to yet? Now, obviously, we have a story thing over here, so that's the entrance to the underground. And a story thing over here, which we can't get to. Alright, well, it looks like it's mostly every place we can look. Sardina says, I think you can hide Party Digimon in the settings menu. Alright, well, let's take a look at that. Never mind. We do not have access to options in this sandbox mode.
Wow.
Oh well, it's fine. Dragobot says, I just know the Legends ZA graphic-wise where the city doesn't look as good as the ones that you see on the PS2, but hopefully delaying winds and waves would be a good sign. I mean, I think the city I think the city looks fine. Just because, you know, a lot of the bigger buildings in the background are, you know, more flat and don't have balconies and whatnot. I never even noticed the balconies thing as I played through the game until, you know, after I had already beaten the game and I saw people complaining about it online. I never even noticed it.
Heck yeah.
Monzi, are you going to review the Lego Batman game when it comes out? Yeah. I always love diving into Lego games. Digimon's available for Digivolution already? Okay. Unless you're talking about Renamon, you're talking about... Oh, you're talking about this guy. You're talking about this guy. What can this guy turn into? Okay, Clockmon, that's neat. Renamon, is Renamon a rookie? Yeah, it is. I always forget that Renamon's a rookie level. I always think that she's a champion level.
Great. Wow.
Alright, well, let's traverse through here. We have a... No, we don't really have a story objective thingy here. But on the bright side, this dungeon does look different than the dungeon from earlier. I mean, they were both buildings and whatnot, but still. So hopefully that's kind of... You know, hopefully they do a thing kind of like when we went from Persona 3 to Persona 4. Where Persona 3's dungeons were like super repetitive. They were basically just the same dungeon over and over with a color reskin. Is that it? Was that all of the underground? Was that literally it? Let's go back in there. But you know, like Persona 3's dungeons looked super repetitive and samey. And then Persona 4, at the very least... Oh, no. That place down there we haven't been to yet. But, you know, Persona 4 had the same sort of dungeon layouts, but they changed the environments of the dungeon so they looked different. Okay, the party they gave us is, like, way overpowered for these wild encounters. Like, massively overpowered.
Good. That one.
Now, what's your signature attack? Attract Echo. Oh, a fun animation. Oh, it does have a fun animation. All right, Renamon, do you have... Okay, you have a good animation for Diamond Storm?
Diamond Storm.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Drickerbite says, I love Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, but the dungeons could get repetitive. Yeah, because they kind of like all look the same.
There.
Sneemon! That'll be a little stronger. Look at how tiny Sneemon is. Man, Sneemon was so big in the anime. All right. Oh, okay. All right, so they still use Foxfire for Garurumon instead of Howling Blaster. Okay. Let's change to Dokugumon.
Please?
Big ugly spider thing. Venom Blast, that was not the dub term either. So it looks like they're doing a little bit of dub terms and a little bit of not dub terms for the moves.
I'm sorry. Everyone.
All right, let's see how go what? No! I was gonna say let's see how Dokugumon like moves around. See if he's got the little creepy looking spider skitter. Mozzie says I don't mind it, but it is linear. Oh, you mean with a Cyber Sleuth? Okay, how do you move around? Oh, look at a little skitter around. Like you're not like you're. Well, I guess you are a real spider. I was gonna say you're not really a real spider since you don't have didn't have 8 legs, but it kind of does because you got 3 legs on each side and then the little hands. So technically, it does have 8 limbs. Look at him skittering around. Look at him go.
Great.
There are materials nearby. I really don't see anywhere else we can go since we can't go down that way, and I don't see a ladder in here. Maybe this way will go down. There we go.
Do it.
Sardina says press R. Oh my gosh, we're riding on him. That's ugh, I don't know. Okay, that's fun. I do love this. I do remember seeing that news coming out where you could ride on Digimon. I'm assuming it's just like certain Digimon you can ride on. That's so weird because I'm like, oh, this is neat, and but I'm also a little weirded out by it because I don't like spiders.
There. Ready to launch.
I'm assuming it's only some Digimon you can ride on. Probably like how Pokemon Let's Go was, where only a select you could ride on. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, someone posted a complete list. Ooh, that's actually way more than I thought. Looks like there's 173 different Digimon you can ride on in this game. That's cool. That's way more than I thought. Way more than Pokemon Let's Go had. Surf Demon, sadly, you can't get carried by Lady Devimon or Lady Angelwomon. That's a little weird, actually. Lady Devimon I can understand, but Angelwomon was scaled, at least in the anime, where she did carry Kari and TK around regularly. That is actually a little weird that she can't do a carry animation.
That one. Ready to launch.
Because, like, let me look through this list. What do we got? We got Ikakumon, Kabuterimon, Garurumon, Greymon, Geogreymon, Birdramon, Firemon, a lot of the old champions. Leomon, okay, that's fun. That's really fun. Togemon, that makes sense. Togemon's real big cat. Oh, that would hurt, but she did do that with Mimi in the series. Like what else is like popping out at me? Woodmon is a carry. Really? Woodmon of all things? That's ridiculous.
You got it. Wait.
Do really like this. Let's see. Tuskmon makes sense. Waspmon, okay. Pegasusmon, that's cool. Wingdramon makes sense. Garudamon. Cyberdramon, that's cool. Waymon, okay, the Waymon one probably looks really funny. Where Garurumon can carry you. Okay. Yeah, Where Garurumon's pretty big. I guess the Lilymon thing can make sense since most of the ultimates are pretty big, but Lilymon's just kind of, you know, person-sized.
Wow. Great.
Oh god, like it's, I don't know. I'm still weird. I'm still a little weirded out about Dokugumon carrying us around. Like I like it. It's just weird. Let's see. Triceramon, Nightmon can carry you. Edamon can carry you. Okay, that's goofy.
I'm sorry. Everyone. There. Ready to go.
Dragobot says linear games could be annoying, but I'm also not a fan of huge open world either. I would like a semi-open world where you can explore, but it's not so huge that it'll feel empty. That makes sense. You would probably like, you know, segmented open world games are probably more your thing. Where it's like really big, but it's not like the whole game in one map.
That one. Ready to go.
And it says, to be fair, Kari is a child in the first adventure. The protagonists that we got are at least older teens to young adults. That's true. Dragobut says, I was hoping to be on War Greymons back like how Ty did in the anime. Well, maybe if they had used the Adventure Reboots megas, that you could have done that. Because all of the megas in the reboot were giants for some reason. Metal Garurumon being a ride-on, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, let's see. The only Greymons in here are regular Greymon, Geo Greymon, Metal Greymon. No, it says War Greymon is a riding Digimon in this game. So you probably can do that in this game. Looks like Lilymon and Lilithmon are both not in this list. Then again, I guess Lilithmon isn't really that big. But you know, someone in this development team said, you know what would be great for a ride-on Pokemon? A big old spider. Oh, and we have 3 different variants of Ogremon to fight. Okay. Is there anything? Omegamon, of course. Chaosmon. You can ride on Chaosmon. Tyrant Kabuterimon, okay. Hercules Kabuterimon, Neptunemon. No Skull Greymon, though. That would have been a fun ride-on. What about Apocalypmon? I wonder if he's a ride-on in this game, or if he's even in this game. He probably is. Pretty sure he was in Cyber Sleuth. Oh, no. He's not listed in the ride-on. But he is in the game, so that's good. Well, that's interesting. I'm actually surprised that they made the ride-on Digimon, you know, over 170 different ones. All right, how you guys doing? You guys doing okay? You guys good? You guys got this? You guys got this, right? Yeah, you're even using heals in auto mode. That's great. I love RPGs that have smart auto battle systems. Where sometimes you want to just hang back and just watch. Dragobut Lilymon should still carry you as a ride option. She has superhuman strength for a child size. At least that's what I saw at one point. Well, she can carry. I think she does carry Mimi at one point in the anime, but I think she was kind of struggling with it. It's probably a matter of size overall. Because Lilymon, I think, is the smallest of the Ultimates in the original series. Since I think some of the cast were, I think Sora was taller than Lilymon was. You guys got this, right? Oh yeah, you're almost 2 down out of 3. Surfing just what happens when you give a game a budget. That's true. There's a lot, even just for what I've seen of the demo right now. There's a lot of attention to detail, like all of the English dub stuff for all of the signature moves and all of these features. Like how many Digimon are in this game? Just for a comparison, okay, yeah, there are 475 Digimon in this game. So out of 475, you make like a third of them ride Pokemon or ride Digimon. That's crazy. Oh, that was the end of the demo. We got through that battle and that was it. Okay, cool. Let's see, is there any way to grunt in the demo here? No, it just takes us straight to get the retail version. Well, let's go back into sandbox mode for a minute. So that was... yeah, that was like a 2-hour demo. Look at some of the other evolutions we can do here. We went into that before. What do we got? An Ogremon variant? That's terrible. This is Pegasusmon. You can't... oh, Digi Egg of Hope is not in our possession. So we can't use Pegasusmon in the demo. We got Angemon. Angemon looks pretty good. Renamon only has one option. What do we go into? Okay, Kyubamon. Okay. I mean, Kyubamon looks good. What do we got here? Regular old Greymon. Let's take a look at Stingmon. You can go into a bunch of stuff. What's this? Crappy. I don't know. I've never liked Ice Devimon. I've never loved the looks of him. Well, anyways. Unless it is not available in the demo, I never saw the bar here where we can see the little waitress Lilymon. We have a lot of stuff around here. Obviously, we can't do anything there. This guy's blocking this off. Locomotion is undergoing maintenance. And we got another area over here. Yeah, this is where these all... This is like the slum area where all these trash Pokemon or Digimon are hanging out over here. Let's see what we got in this building. Yeah, it's just a house. There's a journal here. I'll leave the journal alone. A very old style TV. Old TV with an antenna built into it. All right, so we didn't go down here before. Oh, and they got Sylphimon here. Well, of course, I think we had Sylphimon in the previous games too. Oh, there's the Lilymon waitress. I didn't realize that the bar was down here. Look at that. That's so cute. Well, and there's a lot of Digimon in here. Digitomon's hanging out here in the corner. Another Arukenimon is sleeping. Snoring, huh? Are you okay over there, buddy? Oh, and here's that girl. The girl to be protected from the demo. Dragobot Ice Devimon is the one that I saw who tried to steal Rika and make her his Digitamer. I've hated him since. Okay. Oh, from like the one of the later series. I've just never really loved the design, to be honest. I like regular Devimon, he looks cool. I've just never liked the looks of the white on him. And I got Monzaemon way smaller than they depicted him in the anime. Oh, there's Starmon into... Okay. You can probably, like, just explore this game and you see all kinds of little references. Just, like, these two together kind of make sense, because, like, these two together they put in there because, you know, they were kind of... Well, they were part of the same little arc in the Adventure anime, or Adventure 2, if you want to call it that. A lot of people, you know, I normally separate Adventure 1 and 2, even though technically, you know, some people say, well, Adventure is season 1. I'm like, yeah, okay. So Adventure is like what, like a 70 to 80 to 90 episode season. Oh, and another thing that's crappy about Hulu is Hulu doesn't have all of the anime. Even the original Adventure dub, they're missing a bunch of episodes in the first arc. All right, we got Piximon over here. That's cool. Oh, we got Geckomon in the little band. That's cool. And the only one really moving around a lot is Lilymon. Actually, this Lilymon's actually... She's hovering in the air a little bit. But, like, scale-wise, it looks like she's probably about the same size as the player character. So that's actually a little bit taller than she was in Adventure. And you can't talk to her. She's just going through her animation. Oh, that's so much fun, though. Her just flying around as a waitress makes sense in the little flutter flying animation is nice. Dragobot says, wish they had brought Davidramon to Time Stranger. I wonder if any of the more recent stuff is in Time Stranger. I remember one thing that I saw that was not in Cyber Sleuth in its sequel, or what was it? It was the... Makomon. Yeah, Makomon from the Try movies. And it looks like Time Stranger still does not have them. 'Cause, I mean, it's not a big deal. But I just remember, well, I also had watched the Try movies not long before after the time that I revisited Cyber Sleuth on the Switch, and I thought, I wonder if they added this. Oh, there we go. Now we can stop real quick and look at scale. Let's see Lilymon going by Girly Girl here. So it looks like Lilymon, like this with her knees bent, is almost as tall as Girl to be protected over here. So she's probably the same height when she's, standing. So obviously we don't have anything in this sandbox area that can go into Lilymon, because none of this goes beyond champion level. Because what would you need to go to champion level? Never mind, you can't, or ultimate level. You're not even allowed to look at it. Agent rank 5 or higher, which means story progression. Okay. Dragobot says, getting to try and watch Pokemon anime on streaming services is a nightmare. Oh yeah, and I heard that they were removing, what was it? Horizons maybe, or something from Netflix soon. And Serdian says, I forgot that the Metabots card Row Battle is out in 2 days in Japan only. Maybe someday a lot of these will come to the West. Lilymon, are you stuck? I think she got stuck on that table for a minute. Well, that's fun. When the full game came out, I will be having so much fun making my team. So I remember, I'm pretty sure I did it in Dawn on the DS and in Cyber Sleuth, where I just massively did grinding for Lilymon just to make her as overpowered as possible, so I wouldn't ever have to use her mega forms, because I just love her design. What are you guys looking at? Oh, you guys probably didn't come out in there because it's so crowded. All right. Return to title screen, please. I really wish this demo was longer. The story part of the demo took us less than 2 hours to do. That is tragic. Dragobot says, I really love how they made the Digimon more lively in Time Stranger. Me too. I loved all the animations. Like, even in the animations you can see in the background here of everything flying around, moving around in the environments. But I mean, when this game first came out, I think that the consensus is this might be the best Digimon game ever made. Or at the very least, with the Cyber Sleuth formula, this is definitely the best game. People absolutely loved it when it first came out. And I'm looking forward to playing the whole thing. Hopefully Namco Bandai will send out their review code soon. I don't have any Discord notifications for today, so I don't think it's available yet. But I think they did say that they would be sending the review codes about a week or so before launch. So we'll just have to wait on that. Dragobot says, Bancho Lilymon is my favorite Mega compared to Rosemon because she still resembled Lilymon's appearance. That's true. She's Lilymon just with some you know, slight alterations. You know, like yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. But anyways, that's basically everything we were going to do today. I was afraid that we weren't going to get through the whole demo by the time we went out. And actually, before we go out, I want to double check and see if Pepper Breath is what they used in Cyber Sleuth. So we're going to boot up the Switch version for just seconds just so we can check. But we're pretty much done with the stream today because, you know, like I only had 3.5 hours to stream today regardless. We'll just go into this one. See if I have an Agumon in here somewhere in the farm. But I do have a nice little Lilymon over there. Level 94! But I can't do anything from the farm from that one. So I just want to look at an Agumon and see if the thing's the same. Okay, this is from chapter 4. Okay, this is in the farm. You go down to Agumon. I just want to see if that was also the skill. Yep, no, they did use Pepper Breath in there. So I must have just remembered it incorrectly. But that's fine. But, as you can see here, before I actually make this video later on today, or tonight, it does play at 60 FPS on the Switch too. So you guys, so you know, it's got a really nice flow with all this crazy stuff. But the real test for this game for my comparison is probably just going to be handheld mode, because that's where the Switch 1 version dipped down to 30 FPS. But anyways, we won't stay on that. I am going to I'm going to get ready to head out of here for the day. Because like I said, you know, in about half an hour, I'm probably going to need to go visit with my family. But this was fun. I had a lot of fun playing this demo, even though I wish there was a lot more to it. I wish it was more than 2 hours. But you know, it's fine. If you're interested in the game, download the demo and you can transfer your save data when the full game comes out, and it'll only take you a couple hours to get through the demo. Dracobot says, Dawn and Dusk and Time Stranger are the ones where you could grind to the max. Even Baby Stage could be as powerful as a Mega and an Ultra, which means you could max out Lilymon. Yep, and that is what I did in Dawn. That is exactly what I did in that game. But like I said earlier, my next review is going to be Dispatch as soon as I finish it. So, you know, I'll do my Switch versus Switch 2 video for Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition probably on Friday. Dispatch will probably be up on Monday, just because I don't think I'm going to be able to get through the rest of Dispatch tonight. I would love to be able to, but I don't see it happening. But that's pretty much what's going on the channel right now. Outside of next week happening with Seiko and Star Fox and all of that, but I'm going to head out of here and, you know, we'll be back next week with something else. So I appreciate everybody who came to the stream. I hope anybody who finds it on the archive finds it useful. Sorry it was only a couple hours today, but I will see you guys next time.